Live here from Highfield for game 2 of our day in the playoffs here. The district playoffs, a 16-team district that 4 teams are here. We just eliminated Mantorville in an exciting finish, 5-4 walk-off for Owatonna over Mantorville in an elimination game. Northfield beat Owatonna before that, 4-1, I think it was, to advance. No, 7-1, 7-2. 7-2 was the final, and Northfield is advancing to play Albert Lee here in this game, with the loser of this game playing Owatonna tomorrow at 11 in the morning. These times they moved these games up tomorrow from 1 and 3:30 to 11 and 1:30. So the loser of this game will play tomorrow against Owatonna at 11, with the winner of this game between Albert Lee and Northfield playing against the winner of that game tomorrow, that 1 o'clock game at 3:30. So they move that up to 1:30, and the game on Monday at 5 if necessary, as we get to the nitty-gritty here of this pod. The winner of this pod goes on to play next weekend, and if it's Albert Lee, they will host as the number 1 seed in the district. We'll host again the 4 other 3 winners of the other 3 pods that are playing around Southern Minnesota. I know Cannon Falls is 1-1 in their pod. The Rochester teams are both 1-0, last we heard, but that's about as far as that goes. This is going to be brought to you again by GT Window and Door, Gutters by GT, Chentos, Mr. Sandless, Service Master by Ayat. Links to them on our website that you're watching right now, overlylive.com. I'm Jay Paul, along with daughter Farron, running the game here, being my producer and camera operator, switcher. And tell everybody from far away, especially family, that they can watch here for free and watch their loved one, or, hey, if they're an alumni VFW team, they can watch on. These guys are 14-2 this year. Northfield's 13-7, so this could be a good one. And Northfield, one of 2 teams to beat Albert Lee VFW this year, 7-3 here. We lost to Cannon Falls, 5-3 there. Other than that, we won every game and got to 14-2 now. For more information about the American Legion Post 56 in LA, go to AmericanLegionPost56.com or find them on social media. And you can find VFW Post number 447, Albert Lee, Minnesota, on Facebook. Let's take a quick break, and we'll come back and talk with Rich Yost, the VFW Post 447 crew manager, on AlbertLeeLive.com.
Mr. Sandless in Albert Lee refinishes any kind of floors without sanding. Guaranteed adhesion, guaranteed satisfaction, best warranty in the business. Outdoors, they'll refinish decks, fences, furniture, concrete, and more. Any type of floor indoors like tile, slate, laminates, concrete, asphalt, ceramic, and more. Call local Mr. Sandless, Troy Irvine at 507-391-9100 or check them out online, mrsandless.com.
All right, the pregame show here, VFW 447 crew does it again to go to 14-2, and Rich Yost is the manager, and that was a pretty good game. You got a lot of heroes in that one, but you know what I take out of that game, a 6-inning, 11-1 win over Mantorville, was a couple of guys that, like Drake Sternhagen, 9-spot, 3 singles, raised his average 115 points. That's really nice. And then to see Aiden Boss get the game-winning, the walk-off RBI single after striking out 3 times before, that was good to see. I always want to end on a positive.
Absolutely, yeah. You get a lot of at-bats, you get a lot of pitches, take the best you can do with them, and I know Drake's working through hockey, and when he gets his chance, he's making it work, making it do.
8-seed Northfield beat 9-seed Owatonna 7-2, so your next opponent is one of 2 teams to beat you this year, so you got a little bit of revenge going here. They actually scored 7 runs on you, and with Mantorville, the first game against Mantorville, that's the most runs you guys have given up all year, so it's going to be a stiff test here. In that game, they had Braden Van Sickle with 4 RBIs, Trevor Volbert with 2 driven in, they had 4 steals. They kind of knocked you around a little bit.
They did, and sometimes it's good to get that checks and balances in the middle of the year, and we know what we got to do. We got to go out, and not make the errors and hit the ball and throw strikes, and so I hope we can do that.
It looks like Owatonna's on the way to playing tomorrow at 1, an elimination game with the winner of that game, and have to play the loser of your game at 3:30 tomorrow, and then 5 o'clock if needed on Monday for you guys if you win. But who's your starting pitcher tonight?
I'm going to go Preston Smith today.
Preston Smith, all right. He had earlier a really good high school season, and he's pitched well for you and the Legion this year.
Yes, we had him one time for a Mayo game, and he did real well there. We had some errors behind him, but he pitched well. And so given where we're at, give him a chance and hopefully can continue his success.
Well, we hope you go out there and get it done. Bring back a W, all right?
All right, thank you.
I've got a suggestion for a place to eat that has culinary masterpieces. Cento in downtown Albert Lee. Wood-fired pizzas, fresh salads, rich pastas, and indulgent desserts. They all come together for a meal everyone will love. And if you're craving something sweet, they just added gelato. The cafe up front is open until 3 daily. Cento offers weekly specials. They've got a full catering service for you. Dine in or carry out at Cento. Open Monday through Saturday at 201 South Broadway Avenue, downtown Albert Lee.
Player profile is Drake Sternhagen, and I've talked to you before, but what grade are you entering next month?
I'm going into my junior year of high school.
The junior year. Do you ever think you'd make it that far?
Yeah.
It's almost over, man. You only got 2
is.
years left. Hockey, baseball, any other sports?
Golf for fun, I guess.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
why not join the team?
Baseball.
They go to state. Yeah, that's true. So, what's your favorite sport to play?
Hockey.
Okay. You play it well. What's your best personal sports memory from, say, the past year or so?
Probably my 4-goal game versus Rochester Mayo.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a good one. You have a .350 average here on the diamond, and you raised your average 115 points just with the 3 singles in the first game today. That's nice. Only one of 11 players on this team with 300 or better batting averages, so you guys play well together.
Yes, we do.
It's really starting to get down to it, too, and every game just that much more pressure. But you had 3 singles in the Manorville game from the 9 spot in the order. And what's your favorite position to play? You play? Do you play several of them, or do they always put you at third?
No, I play pretty much all infield positions besides first.
You had a great climb the ladder catch there in that first game, too, against Manorville.
Yeah, that was hit hard.
You didn't. We look back on the replay. You didn't have to jump very high, but
No.
kind of. How tall are you?
I think I'm like almost 5'10".
Okay, you're about my height. But yeah, you got up there and snagged that. That hot corner. That can get kind of tricky, can't it?
Yes, it can.
And dangerous too. Any significance as to your uniform number 13, or is that just the number they gave you?
No, I just always had this playing baseball.
Okay.
So,
What are you wearing? I can't remember. What's your number in hockey?
10.
Is that a?
Nah, I just stick with 10 for hockey and 13 for baseball.
All right. And you got a pregame ritual for either sport?
Not really.
No.
Just whatever feels good.
You got a nickname?
Scrappy Dog.
Is that what they call you?
Yeah.
Do you like that?
It's fine, yeah.
Could be worse.
Yeah.
You have a favorite teacher of all time at Albert Lee?
No, they're all pretty good.
Yeah. Favorite musical artist or group?
I just listen to them all, basically.
All right. A little bit of everything. Favorite movie star?
Probably Tom Hanks.
That's a good one. Yeah. Can't go wrong there. And favorite athlete?
Probably Alex Ovechkin.
Oh, all right. Nice. Yeah, it goes back to hockey for you, huh?
Yeah.
Well, hey, thanks a lot, and good luck here today and as the postseason continues.
Yeah, thank you.
Hi, this is Adam, your local business owner at GT Window and Door right here in Albert Lee. Start the new year with a fresh look for your home. At GT Window and Door, we specialize in high-quality windows and door replacements that enhance comfort, style, and energy efficiency. With financing options available, including interest-free plans for up to 18 months, it's never been easier to upgrade your home. Visit us online at gtwindowanddoor.com to schedule your free estimate today. Let's make 2025 the year you fall in love with your home all over again.
You have a brand new house. The construction has left a giant mess of dust and dirt. Call Service Master by Ayat today, 877-945-0993.
The man, the yellow van, call Service Master.
back here at Hike Field and getting ready for this game. Should be a good one. Northfield beating us 7-3 earlier this year here, so we owe them one, but they're coming off a 7-2 win over Owatonna earlier. We're coming off the 11-1 6-inning win over Manderville to drive our record all the way up to 14-2, 13-7 Northfield, and they're going to throw Preston Smith. Elberly will today. Starting pitcher, he'll take a lineup that includes Miles Kennelly, the center fielder. Brayton Van Sickle, the right fielder, goes second. Tyler Holtz will play first base and bat third. The cleanup batter, Colton Morrow, the second baseman. Catcher Trevor Volkert is fifth. Sixth is Taylor Sanford playing out in left field. Sam Steer plays third and bats seventh. Elliot Hoffman DHs for the pitcher and bats eighth. And Will Hessian will be the shortstop batting ninth. And Reed Reiger, their pitcher, not batting in at least to start with. And he will face Bryson Gilliam, a left fielder first. Ethan Hauser, the second baseman, batting second. Casey Olvey will bat third and play catcher. Graham Goskison didn't play the first game, but he'll be out in center field tonight, and bat fourth. Drew Olvey is fifth in the lineup and playing shortstop. Nate Herr, the DH, batting for Preston Smith, the pitcher. In the sixth spot, seventh is Cooper Rassler, the right fielder. Aiden Jensen plays first base, bats eighth, and Scrappy Dog is batting ninth and playing third base again. And he did well last game, but Drake Sternhagen, of course. And then on the bench, Aiden Boss, Manny Cavazos, Peyton Alberts, and Pax Hovde. Here we go. First batter up is Miles Kennelly, center fielder, left-handed bat, against Preston Smith. As the sun is shining down on Hike Field today, and not a lot of wind again, just like this morning. Strike called. Every team here had blue uniforms today. All four. Kind of odd, but one of those things. Baseball, at least you can tell them apart. That's why, like in the All-Star game, they all wear their home uniforms, and nobody gets confused. Ball 1-1 now to Kennelly. He fouls one off to the right. Kennelly in our first game back a few weeks ago had a double, a walk, and a fly out and a ground out. It's a 1-2 count to him as Smith gets the one hopper right back at him and throws it over to Jensen for the first out. 1 up, 1 down. And Braden Van Sickle, he had 3 singles and 4 RBIs in that 7-3 win over Albert Lee. And he scored twice, so he was responsible for 6 of the 7 runs. This guy, you got to get him out. And Smith rocks and fires. And he lifts one to shallow left center. Oh, I thought that was going to be gloved out there by Graham Goskison, but it missed his glove, so base hit for Van Sickle. He is a tough one. Tyler Holtz, the first baseman, is up with 1 out and 1 on. First pitch swinging. Van Sickle gets a base hit and continues his hot hitting against the 447 crew. They knocked Casey Olvey around a little bit in that game. And, for Casey, it still wasn't horrible, but for Casey, that's not his usual style. And Nate Herr came in to relieve him in that game, but just couldn't get enough runs on the board and lost 7-3. As the pitch comes in, it's low, 1-1 to Holtz. And go back. I know it doesn't really matter. A few games ago, that numbers, but it's always interesting to go back and see how they did. And Holtz had a couple of base hits, a fly out and a ground out. And there's the runner going. Nice throw, and they got him. Out at second is Van Sickle trying to steal, and that is a caught stealing, my friends. 2 down, and I don't know, what was that pitch called? He says 2-2, says the umpire, to Holt. Could be a 1-2-3 inning here. We can get this guy. And a strike is called. Well, it wasn't 2-2. He lied. It's 2-2 now, or 1-2. Either way, he's got 2 strikes now, and Preston deals And he got him looking. His first strikeout of the game, and it is a 1-2-3 inning. And despite the single, they throw him out trying to steal, and that is it for them as they do not strand anybody. And after a half inning, it's scoreless with the 447 crew coming to bat after a break on AlbertLeeLive.com.
Stay up to date on Tiger activities by following Albert Lee Live on social media. See what's on tap for the week and check out daily game day graphics to always know what's happening. You'll also get fast updates of game postponements and cancellations. Like and share our posts to keep others updated, and leave a comment with any questions for quick answers. Follow us at Albert Lee Live on Facebook, Instagram, and X, and catch all the action on AlbertLeeLive.com.
You have a brand new house. The construction has left a giant mess of dust and dirt. Call Service Master by Ayat today. 877-945-0993.
The man, the yellow van, called Service Master.
Well, word from Fargo is that Brecken Wackles became a 2025 Fargo All-American at the Junior Nationals, finishing 16th out of the 90 in freestyle. And it doesn't say how he finished right here in Greco, but he is a Fargo All-American, so congratulations to Brecken. We'll talk to him tomorrow if he's here for the game. As they are done there in Fargo, he did a great job over that. That's a grueling couple of events, really. So good for him. And just after his sophomore season, so he did 2 years to get better here in Albert Lea. We're lucky to have him, as he does a good job on football, wrestling, and baseball. And we go to the bottom of the first here, scoreless, with Bryson Gilliam, Ethan Hauser, and Casey Olvey to face Reed Ruger, a right-hander. As he's done with his warm-up tosses, Bryson, 257 hitter, 7 runs scored, 4 RBIs. He has struck out 11 times, walked 14. That's a team-leading 14 walks for Gilliam. And the team-leading 11 steals for Bryson. Lefty takes strike one. And Gilliam ready to go here low for ball one. 1-1. I don't know if it's my cord or flies that are at my leg. No, it's a cord. What am I doing here? It's my headphone cord. The pitch is laced to center. It's holding up, but it might go over his head. It does. Misplayed by the center fielder, Miles Kennelly, and it's a double for Gilliam, and we're in business. If you can score early, more's the better. Ethan Hauser coming up here with a 409 average. Second best on the team, to the 485 of Nate Herr, but Hauser with 7 runs scored, 8 RBIs. He leads the team, tied with Casey Olvey for most RBIs. He's got another one sitting out there if he wants to get that one. Right-handed batting second baseman takes strike one. Ethan also with just 1 strikeout in 22 at-bats, 3 walks, 3 steals. Very fine year for second baseman. And he nubs one. That's going to drop. And no advancement there for Gilliam because he had to kind of wait there at second. But back-to-back base hits, a double and a single. And Albert Lea is in business with nobody out and Casey Olvey coming up. Casey hitting 300, one of 11 players at 300 or better on this 447 crew. He's got 9 runs scored. He's tied for the lead in RBIs with Hauser at 8. And he's also got 3 doubles. He squares the bunt and lays it down. Pitcher's going to try and get the third base out and does. So that was a good play to go there. Casey's on a fielder's choice. Gilliam, the first out at third. And on to second goes Hauser. So first and second and 1 out for Graham Goskeson. He didn't play in the last game, but he's hitting 363 on the year. He had to work this morning, so couldn't make it here. But I bet he's chomping at the bit to get going. His .363 average is third best on the team, and he's got 6 runs scored, 7 RBIs, 4 doubles, and 4 strikeouts, 5 walks, and 4 steals for Graham. And he takes the first pitch, ball 1. 2 on, 1 out. Bottom of the first, scoreless. Loser will play the early game tomorrow. This is on the ground, left side, gets through off the shortstop's glove, and we're going to have the bases loaded. Ooh, he might have been able to score, but you can't always count on the left fielder booting it a little bit. As that is the third hit for Albert Lee to load the bases here with 1 out. Hauser's at third, Olvey, Casey's at second, Goskeson there at first, and now Drew Olvey, who has team lead in at-bats with 50. 17 hits, so .340 average. 17 runs, also team leading. 7 RBIs, just 1 off the lead of the team. 5 doubles is second place on the team. 7 strikeouts, 8 walks, 6 steals, and 2 hit by pitches for Drew. As he's got everything in front of him now. Try and untie it. With 1 out and the base is loaded. Here in the bottom of the first. That's to first, and it gets away from the first baseman. He may be, he stumbles he's safe at first, is Drew, and the run scores. That was a tough play with the first baseman. He kind of booted it, and I'm going to have to give him an error on that one. An E3 that allows all that to happen. As we take the lead 1-0, as Hauser comes in to score. Casey Olvey advances to third. Goskeson over to second. Drew Olvey in first. Still 1 out for Nate Herr. Nate hitting .485. He'd been hitting over .500 for a while, but he got a bad morning game here, and he's due to break out big here. .485 average, 15 runs, 5 RBIs, 8 doubles leads the team. 1 strikeout in 35 at-bats. It's amazing. 3 walks, 5 steals, 3 hit. He's been hit 3 times. As he fouls one at the plate there for a strike. Still only 1 out, and the bases are still loaded. With a run in here. Bottom of first. Winner of this game plays at 1:30 tomorrow. They've moved the games up 2 hours, so instead of 1 and 3:30, it's 11 and 1:30. The winner plays the winner of tomorrow's 11 o'clock game at 1:30. And whoever wins this game will have to be beaten twice in order to end this pod weekend. That one's low and outside and almost gets away from the catcher. 1-2 now to Nate. And the loser of this game, of course, plays at 11 tomorrow against Owatonna. Here's the pitch. Northfield in the dark blue, Albert Lee in the light blue, and another foul back. He stays alive at 1-2. Find some green, Nate. Let's break this thing open early. As Reed Ruiger looks in a long time there and now delivers. And that is a base hit to center. That's going to score a run. Everybody had to kind of wait a little bit. But up 1 base, and it's 2-0 as Casey Olvey scores. So RBIs for Goskeson and, or rather Drew Olvey and Nate Herr. As he singles, that's the 4th hit here in the first inning for Albert Lee. And they got a conversation on the mound with the infield and the manager. Goskeson now at third, Drew Olvey at second, Nate Herr on at first, and Cooper Rassler coming up. Coop has a .358 average. And that is that's 4th best on the team. I'm telling you, they got a lot of good hitters this year. If you're hitting .358 and you're only 4th best, yeah, you got some guys hitting. And Cooper with 12 runs scored, 3rd best on the team, 5 RBIs, 1 double, 4 strikeouts, 5 walks, 4 steals. as he steps in with a great opportunity here to add to his RBI total. Still bases loaded, still one out. Fouls one off right side, strike one. Again, congratulations, Bracken Wachholz, Fargo All-American wrestler at the MNUSA wrestling team. Went to Fargo for the last several days in the Junior Nationals. He's done very, very, very well. Low there, 1-1. 7 batters already here in the first. Produced 2 runs so far, still only 1 out. Cooper waits for Reed Ruiger's pitch. And he fouls that one off. 1-2. What a great start for the 447 crew here. Jumping out early. You never know how they're going to react. Second game of the day after a 5-hour break between them. And this one is skied to right. Tagging and coming is Goskeson. He slides in, but the throw isn't even going to the plate, and he scores to make it 3-0. That's a sac fly RBI for Cooper Rassler to right field. Second out of the inning. And Aiden Jensen, the 8th batter up. Aiden has got a .222 average, 5 runs scored, 4 RBIs, and a double. He's a lefty. First baseman. He's got runners at first and second here in 2 outs, and he taps one foul. Strike one to Jensen. Drake Sternhagen, Scrappy Dog on deck. Oh, I'm not going to let him live that down now. He told me. I want to get the nicknames and stuff. And Cooper Rassler says he doesn't have a nickname. How can you not have a nickname with Cooper? It's Coop. He said they used to call him that, but they don't anymore. So he didn't think he had a nickname. I call him Coop. I don't care. 2-0. Should be 2-1. I thought he fouled that first one off. As that one is not in the zone, says the umpire. And 2-1 is the count. I thought he had a strike on him. You got Drew Olvey out at second, Nate Hers at first. And here's the pitch. Ooh, straightened his legs. 3-1. Jensen waving the bat, ready to go. Runners get their leads. Pitcher checks. Fires home. Outside, walked him. Walked the bases full again. It's the first walk of the game, but it's like the fourth time they had the bases loaded already. 4 hits, 3 runs, and a walk. The out, 2 outs, I guess, for a sac fly and also the fielder's choice for Olvey. They got one of the runners out at second and or at third, I guess it was Gilliam. That one gets lost in the catcher's legs. Bases loaded for Drake Sternhagen, and he takes ball 1. Sternhagen, a .350 hitter, 4 runs scored, 4 RBIs, 2 strikeouts, 5 walks. A lot of these guys with so few strikeouts in all their at-bats. It's really good to see. They have plate discipline, and they can make contact. Strike called there, though, 1-1 to Scrappy Dog. And Ruiger with a pitch, and that is going to find a spot out in center. Scores at least 1. They hold everybody up as Olvey scores to make it 4-0. RBI for Sternhagen. He keeps his hitting streak going. He had 3 hits in the first game today. That's his 4th hit. Back to the top of the order. We've batted around 10 times. Guys came up, and Gilliam had a double to lead off the game, or the bottom of the first. He ended up being thrown out at third. And he pops this one up. Could be trouble. The center fielder does come in and grab that one. on an F8 fly out and the third out. So they bat 10, score 4, and after 1. Huh? Oh, let's watch a replay then. Which play is this? You're on, Mike, you can say. Do you know which one it is?
This is the last time they scored.
Okay.
This is the last one.
So this would be Sternhagen's Scrappy Dogs RBI. Yes.
Let's get to right there.
Yep, he knocks that one out there, and a score from third to make it 4-0. You got another one?
Yeah. And then this is the score before that.
Okay. This will be when Goskeson scored on the sac fly by Cooper Rassler to right. Tagging up.
And then I got all the scores.
Okay. Second run was scored by Casey Olvey. Excuse me. On an 8 her RBI. Single. And the first run was Ethan Hauser scoring on RBI by Drew Olvey. RBIs by Olvey, Herr, Rassler, and Sternhagen. Scoring were Hauser, Olvey, Goskeson, and Olvey. As they got 4 hits, 3 runs, and take a commanding 4-0 lead after 1. We won't even break. Let's just keep it here as Preston is pretty much ready to go here. He got a 1-2-3 first. Actually gave up a single, but that guy was thrown out at second trying to steal, so it ended up being a 1-2-3 inning. So he'll face the 4-5-6 batters here in the second. Colton Morrow, the second baseman, Trevor Volkert, the catcher, and Taylor Sanford, the left fielder. He's got 1 strikeout, a caught stealing, a ground out. Those are his 3 outs. Morrow, right-handed batting second baseman, steps in. Van Sickle and Volkert did all of their damage in that game a few weeks ago that they beat us here 7-3. Oddly enough, it was Manorville who tied them with 7 runs scored. That was the most scored against Albert Lee, and they won that game 13-7, but lost the Northfield game. And lost 5-3 in Cannon Falls, so there was only 2 losses. As it's 2-0 now to leadoff batter Colton Morrow. 4-0, top of the second. Albert Lee on top, and Preston given a big gift of 4 runs. He's not batting neither, so he can't help himself at the plate, but he likes to see that crooked number up there. Early. Score early and often. 3-0, though, tomorrow. Every time I say tomorrow, I think of it's Sunday. Here's the pitch. Strike called. Taken all the way. 3-1 to Colton. And he swings and misses at that one to go to a full count. Morrow was 0 for 4 in that 7-3 win against Albert Lee. Yeah, he gets one hopper that Preston gets. That's the second put up for Smith. And both were the first out of the first and the first out of the second inning. So another ground out. And it brings up Trevor Volkert, the catcher. Who did not play in that. I guess he did. He had a 2 RBI double, a walk, and a fly out. Starts out with a strike. One down, nobody on. This is lifted foul and out of play right side, and he's in an 0-2 hole now. Smith can toy with him a little bit. Dance around the edges, as it were, and anything close, Volker's going to have to try and protect the plate. Preston rocks, fires low. 1-2. Lost the grip on that one. That one bounced in. Preston, of course, Still eligible for the Legion season as they continue tomorrow night in Winona at 5 or 6 tomorrow night. That's high and inside, and 2-0-2 goes to 2-2. And now a full count to Trevor Volkert. After 10 pitches in the first inning, he's gone 3-2 to the first two batters here in the second. Got the first one out, and this one rips one to left over the head of Scrappy Dog and into single and left. And a one-out single for Volkert. Now Taylor Sanford, the left fielder. First hit of the game for Northfield. Brings up Sanford, who I'm looking for him. He did not play in that game that they beat us. Left-handed bat from left field. Umpire taking his time, getting things going here with one out and one on in the second. 4-0 Albert Lee. Northfield batting. Preston Smith checks the runner. Volkert at first, who gets his lead, and the pitch is to right to Sternhagen, who catches it. He had it long enough, but oops. He dropped it on the, trying to get it to his hand to throw over to first to double him up, but did get that second out on the liner to third. And second out. Back to first is Volkert, and this is Sam Steer, the third baseman. Steer pinch hit and went grounder to first in the game against Albert Lee before. This is inside ball one. Nice play again by Sternhagen. He had one last game and he had one this game. He's had a really good day. 4 hits in the 2 games. That one off the leg of Steer, and so 1-1. 2 down, no runner at first. As Northfield already down 4. Smith checks the runner. He doesn't have a very big lead over there, Steer, or Volkert, but there's a strike called to Steer, and it's 1-2. If Preston can get the K here, he ended the first with a K. And if he can get his second one here to end the threat, get the bats rolling again. The runner goes, and the swing and a miss is that third out, just as I called it. Second strikeout for Preston ends the inning. They strand one. It's 4-0 after an inning and a half, and the 447 crew coming to bat here on AlbertLeeLive.com.
Mr. Sandless in Albert Lee refinishes any kind of floors without sanding. Guaranteed adhesion, guaranteed satisfaction, best warranty in the business. Outdoors, they'll refinish decks, fences, furniture, concrete, and more. Any type of floor indoors like tile, slate, laminates, concrete, asphalt, ceramic, and more. Call local Mr. Sandless, Troy Irvine at 507-391-9100 or check him out online, MrSandless.com.
Hit it. All right, back here for the bottom of the second. 4-0 Albert Lee, and looking for more. They batted 10 in that first inning, and they will send the 2-3-4 hitters up here in the second, and that's Ethan Hauser, Casey Olvey, and Graham Goskison, who between them had 2 singles and a fielder's choice and scored all 3. Scored in that first inning. Sounds like more runs to me. As we have Reed Roiger starting his second inning of work. He gave up 3 runs on 4 hits, walked 1. It was a sac fly, a fielder's choice ground out, and the fly out. So 2 fly outs and a ground out in that first inning. Hauser again singled and scored in the first. 409 batting coming in. Dude can hit. And Roiger starts him out high, ball 1. can't even say the umpires are blue. Everybody else is blue, but they're red tonight. There's a strike call. 1-1 to Ethan. And by the way, Northfield out of the VFW post 43-93. And the pitch is swung on and missed. Ball and 2 strikes to Ethan. Casey Alvey on deck. Graham Goskerson to follow. Took a good rip at that one. Just came up empty, Ethan. As the 1-2 is fouled out of play. He stays alive. Infield straight away. Kind of middle of the infield dirt. Outfield not too deep, but straight. Some gaps out there in right center, left center. A roll quite a ways if you can hit out there, but that one misses. Nice eye. A 2-2 pitch becomes a little bit better than the 1-2 he had, and that was a close pitch. I'm kind of surprised he didn't try and protect it a little bit, but he fouls that one back to stay alive at 2-2. You got to be pretty sure it's not a strike to let him go in that situation. So he was, and he was correct. I guess that comes along with a 409 average, huh? And only 1 strikeout.
The ball went straight at our other camera.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I saw it hit, but it didn't like break it or anything.
Yeah, I don't even think it's touching the fence. So, but if it went in, it might have knocked it into the camera. 3-2. And he lets that one go, and he walked. Oof, that was nice. Good eye, Ethan. That hole at bat was really nice. He walks to start the second inning here for the 447 crew with Casey Alvey reaching on a fielder's choice in the first. He scored as well. The second, third, fourth, and fifth batters all scored for Elberly in that first inning to give them their 4-0 lead. They throw over and quickly back as Hauser. Alvey has increased his average quite a bit here lately. He's up to 300. And that's high. He's tied for the lead with Ethan Hauser with 8 RBIs, lead on the team. The ball on no strikes to Casey. And he lets that one go a little high, 2-0. Alvey catching here in this game. He started as a pitcher in the first game. Went a couple innings, 2-3 innings, 3 I think. I can look back here, but that one gets away and down to second base goes Hauser on the wild pitch. So a runner in scoring position for Casey. And he walks another one. Or no, he hit him. So a 3-0. And so now first and second, nobody out. A walk and a hit batter. And now Goskerson, who singled and scored in his first at bat. And Goskerson is another one of those 300 hitters, 363. And that one breaking pitch goes too low. Ball 1 from Ruger. Oh, I said 3 runs. It's 4 runs on 4 hits. A double, a single, single. So 3 singles and a double in that first inning. 2-0 now to Graham. Reed Ruger looks in, checks the runner at second, Hauser, and delivers outside, but it's called a strike by the umpire. 2-1 to Goskerson. Here's the pitch, and the runner goes. They're going to throw down to third, and sliding in safely was Hauser. Olvie did not go from first, so runners at the corners and nobody out. And the pitch was strike two, so 2-2 to Graham. Oh, they say 3-1. 3-1. And they appeal apparently, and field umpire says safe. He was safe at third, there was no question. The throw was there, but he slid in first. And it's runners at the corners with nobody down, and there's the steal attempt of second. He's going to get in. They throw down there too, and that's kind of dangerous with a runner at third, but Olvie does get there now, and that'll be a full steal, their first one of the game. 3-2 to Graham Goskuson. Nobody out in two in scoring position here, already up 4-0. And a strikeout there as one out. First K for Roiger, and that brings up Drew Olvie, who had an RBI, reached on an error, and scored in the first inning. 340 average coming into the game. 2 on for him in scoring position. Strike is called. He hit the first pitch, he did hit the first pitch, and it was an error on the first baseman. He couldn't find it, and then he stumbled to try and get to the bag, and Drew beat that out, but should have been a cleaner play, and that's why I gave first baseman Holtz an E. That's a 0-2 count now to Olvie. And he bounces one over the pitcher's head. Second baseman has only one play, and that's the first. And the run scores to make it 5-0. That's Hauser. Scores for the second time in the game. And 4-3 put out is number 2, and on to third goes Casey Olvie. So runner at third, 2 down. And here's Nate Herr, who had an RBI single his first time up. He's been on a tear lately. His average has dropped, but man, it was stratospheric. 555 for a while. He had it down to 515 before the morning game, and now it's at 485. It's pretty high. Gets a hit here, and he'll be back into the 500s before you know it. It might already have with that single that he had in the first. I'm not that good at math. But here's the pitch. And it's in the air, playable to the gap. And they might run into each other, but the center fielder makes the catch for the third out. And that ends the threat. They leave one stranded, but score another run to make it 5-0. We have some replays here. Let's check out. One is the run score. Put your microphone down here. Tell
This
us what's
one's the
going on.
score.
Okay. That was Hauser scoring on. Was that Olvie's RBI? Drew.
Number 6 that scored.
Yep, that was Ethan Hauser. And what was the other replay you had? Because we only had one run. So it must have been a defensive play or a close play somewhere.
So, yeah.
Hey, take a peek at it. Can't hurt. Did we still have 2 views of every replay?
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes that gets confusing, but
Let's try to play this one. I'm not sure
let's
what
see
it is.
what it is here. It's weird they all stack them to the right.
Reed Ruger
The
looks
new ones.
in.
Checks the runner at second. Hauser and delivers outside, but it's called a strike by the umpire. 2-1 to Goskuson. Well, Goskuson ended up with a strikeout, so is that what you saved?
No. There's something after this, I'm sure.
Here's the pitch, and the runner goes. They're going to throw down to third and sliding in safely. Oh, sliding safely, okay.
That's
That's good. All right.
That's
So
all
we
I
are
got.
through 2 innings, and it's 5-0 Albert Lee. And things going all right for the 447 crew. They're on pace to be in that championship tomorrow at 1:30. They moved the games up by 2 hours tomorrow, 11 and 1:30. Loser of this game plays at 11 against Owatonna, and the winner of this game plays the winner of that game at 3:30 tomorrow, or 1:30 tomorrow. I keep forgetting they move them up. And we go to the third for Northfield, and they have the 8-9-1 hitters due up. Elliot Hoffman here, the DH, the lefty. Will start things, and then Will Hessian, the shortstop, and then the top of the order. As they've gotten one hit so far through 7 batters. Strike called to Hoffman. 2 strikeouts for Preston, 1 hit given up. He's got a ground ball, or he got a caught stealing as well for another out. Swing and a miss, puts him in an 0-2 hole. 2 ground outs and a fly out for Preston. It just always seems to be under control on the hill, and he's working quickly as 0-2 is on the way. Low, ball 1. It'll be interesting to see how deep they go into the game with him, because he still has eligibility to pitch for the Legion team, which they play tomorrow night. If he goes too deep, he won't be pitching tomorrow. But that's a grounder to first, and Jensen grabs it and a 3 unassisted for the first out. Oops, keep putting marks there, and it's 3rd ground out. As brings up Will Hessian, first time up, shortstop. I don't remember him from the first game. He lifts one, first pitch swinging to left, and it's caught. As Gilliam catches up to that one, approaching the line out there and left. Nicely done. 2 up, 2 down here in the 3rd. Hessian did not play in that first game. And this one is lifted, first pitch swinging to center. And out in center field, the catch is made by Goskerson, and that's a 1-2-3 inning. So quickly dispose of them in the 3rd and get the bats rolling again here. It's 5-0 after 2.5 on AlbertLeeLive.com.
Hi, this is Adam, your local business owner at GT Window and Door right here in Albert Lea. Start the new year with a fresh look for your home. At GT Window and Door, we specialize in high-quality windows and door replacements that enhance comfort, style, and energy efficiency. With financing options available, including interest-free plans for up to 18 months, it's never been easier to upgrade your home. Visit us online at gtwindowanddoor.com to schedule your free estimate today. Let's make 2025 the year you fall in love with your home all over again.
You have a brand new house. The construction has left a giant mess of dust and dirt. Call Service Master by Ayat today. 877-945-0993.
The man, the yellow van, call Service Master.
So Cooper Rassler, Aiden Jensen, and Drake Sternhagen are up here. The 7-8-9 hitters in the bottom of the 3rd, already up 5-0, Albert Lea. There's no 15-run rule, but there is a 10-run rule after 5 innings, and they exercised that against Manderville at a 11-1 win in 6. Game-winning walk-off hit by Aiden Boss. Coop hit a sac fly, RBI, his first time up, flew out to right. Got the run across. And he's sporting a 358 average coming in as he lets that one go first for a ball. Cooper with the high black socks almost to the knee, and it's low for ball 2. He's got the blue bat. That's even lighter blue than the unis. 2-0. That's outside. 3-0. As Riger having some trouble here. He's given up the 5 runs. And still only 4 hits. The RBI in the second was on a ground out. So he deals a 3-1 right now to Cooper, who fouls it back, and it's 3-2. 3-0 becomes 3-2 to the leadoff batter here in the 3rd for the 4-4-7 crew. Still have only given up the 1 run today, 2 games, or game and almost a half. He walks him on a 3-2. So the leadoff walk brings up Aiden Jensen, who walked himself in the first. Well, he didn't walk himself. The pitcher walked him, but he himself walked in the first. Yes, Jensen batting .222 on the year. In the 8th spot here with Drake Sternhagen to follow. Squares the bunt, but pulls back for ball 1. That was close. That ball had a lot of steam on it, and he got out of the way just in time. Otherwise, that would have been a foul, or I suppose he could have hit it fair. As Cooper gets his lead at first, and that's another ball outside the zone, I believe. Or did he call it a strike? There's nothing on the scoreboard here in the stadium. They still have 0-0. I think it's 2-0. And the pitch, that's a strike called. See if the umpire flashes the sign. It's 2-1 now on the field scoreboard. And I got it 2-1, so that must be what it is. We have a consensus. They throw to first. Cooper back in time. Nobody out, 1 on. Up 5-0 here in the bottom of the 3rd, Albert Lee. Trying to add on. And that's low, so 2-2. Scrappy Dog on deck. Coop on first. And Jensen here to bat. He hits one to short. And they go the easy way to get to the runner. And the throw to first is offline and pulls the first baseman. So Jensen on a fielder's choice. They get Rassler at second for the first out. And now Drake Sternhagen, who had an RBI single his first time up. He's got 4 hits today in the 2 games so far. 2 stellar defensive plays at third. Like a good goalie. You play third base, you can play goalie. But he is a scorer, too. Well, he bounces a hard one to short. They're going to go to the get the lead runner, and they get the double play. A 6-4-3 double play. And that'll end that inning. And his goose egg goes up for the first time for Albert Lee in this game. Still, though, they lead 5-0 after 3 on AlbertLeeLive.com.
Mr. Sandless in Albert Lee refinishes any kind of floors without sanding. Guaranteed adhesion, guaranteed satisfaction, best warranty in the business. Outdoors, they'll refinish decks, fences, furniture, concrete, and more. Any type of floor indoors like tile, slate, laminates, concrete, asphalt, ceramic, and more. Call local Mr. Sandless, Troy Irvine at 507-391-9100 or check him out online, MrSandless.com.
5 hits in that first inning, and none since for Albert Lee, although they did score another run in that second inning. But they have the 5-0 lead here as we head to the 4th. 5 runs on 5 hits. Roiger with a strikeout and a walk, but Preston Smith, 1 hit, no runs, 2 strikeouts. He's got a caught stealing and also 3 groundouts and 3 flyouts. And my FanDuel team is leading, so that's always good. It's early, though. As the sun is hiding again behind the clouds, the flag is barely rolling out there. It's if it's blowing anywhere, it's blowing out to center. As Casey Ovey catching for Preston Smith here, and Jensen at first, Hauser at second. You get the shortstop is Drew Olvey. At third is Drake Sternhagen, and then left fielder Bryson Gilliam. Graham Goskeson in center. Cooper Rassler in right. As they will face the second, third, and fourth batters in their lineup. Braden Van Sickle, he is tough. He had a hit in his first at bat. He was caught stealing second, but he did damage in that first game when they beat us a couple, 3 weeks ago. And here's Preston's pitch to him, swing and a miss. It's a tough out, but not impossible, as it's 0-1 And now 0-2 and a called strike 2. Van Sickle, then Holtz, and then Morrow here in the fourth. 5-0 Albert Lee. And that one bounces in, so 1 and 2 to Braden. Their only hit was Volkert, base hit in second. He's due up here fourth this inning. The 1-2 is low, 2-2. Last game of the day here. They'll play again tomorrow, 11 o'clock and 1:30 at scheduled times. And if needed, Monday at 5. This is on the ground, and that gets by Scrappy Dog, and a shot to third, and that was a tough play. That's not an error. That's a base hit. Down the line for Van Sickle. He is 2 for 2. Boy, that guy is tough for us to get out. What did I say? He had 4 hits in that first game? He had 3 singles and 4 RBIs and a steal and 2 runs scored in the first game against us. Now he's 2 for 2 here. But Tyler Holtz up. He struck out his last time up. And ball 1 to him as Van Sickle gets his lead over there. He's a dancer over there at first. He's constant moving. Preston rocks and fires, and that's on that outside corner and called strike 1. 1-1. Ball and a strike, and nobody out with a runner on here for Northfield. Swing and a miss, and a 1-2 count. Holtz, like I said, he struck out his last time up, so Preston knows he can get him out. Ooh, he hit him on the wrist. And he will take his base. So first and second and nobody out. First hit batter by Preston. Just trying to get the inside. They're going to have to check his wrist because he's in pain over there at first. Unwrapping the glove. And Colton Morrow coming up here. He bounced back to the pitcher for the first out of the second inning. And 0 for 1 start. The Open Championship. Scotty Scheffler leads after the third round today. He's 14 under, 4 under today. See, he's 4 shots ahead of Lee. And then 5 shots up on Fitzpatrick, McElroy, and Gotterup are 8 under, 6 shots back. As they have completed play over there for the third of 4 rounds. Scheffler is kind of Tiger Woods in it lately here on the PGA Tour. As the pitch comes in, and it's ball 1 to Morrow. Apparently, Holtz is all right because he stays on at first. Still holding his wrist, though. It's his right wrist. He's a first baseman, so he doesn't have to throw it much. 1-1. As long as he can catch, and he's a right hand, so he catches with the left, so he should be good. But that might affect a throw home or something like that on a double play try or something hot shot to him. Later in the game, that's a strike call, and it's 1-2 tomorrow. Nobody out here. Runners at first and second. 5-0 Albert Lee, top of the fourth. As Northfield mounting a comeback here. See if they can capitalize. Smith checks the runner, deals, and that's fouled out of play into the Bulldogs' yard for 1-2 again. I don't even know if it's a bulldog, but when he barks, I see big jowls in my mind. I've never laid eyes on that dog, but he sounds like a bulldog. English bulldog type. That's outside, and ball 2, 2-2. Morrow 0 for 1 with a bouncer back to Smith on the hill as he deals 2-2. And a called third strike. His third strikeout. Preston is now going to face Trevor Volkert, who singled his first time up, the catcher. One down and runners at first and second. A single, a hit batter, and a strikeout so far here in the fourth. And he fires in there a little outside to Volkert, so ball one. Volkert, the fifth in Northfield VFW 4393's order. Preston deals and he bunts. Smith runs out, grabs it, throws it to Jensen for the out. The only play he had, and the runners advance to second and third with 2 outs now. That is a 1-3 put out for second out. And Taylor Sanford. I call him Tyler every time. Taylor Sanford, who lined out to Scrappy Dog, made a great play. At third. Second and third, 2 down. And the lefty gets ball one. Yes. The infield plays pretty much straight away, and the outfield is 2. They're not very deep. And the 1-0 is swung on and missed. It's even at 1-1 to Sanford. And we have flies everywhere up here. So far, they haven't forced their way around my face, but they're around my legs and my arms. And this is lifted to left. Gilliam has it. He kept going back. I didn't know if he kind of getting corkscrew his way out of that play, but he made the grab and left for the fly out, and that's out number 3. They strand 2 and failed to score. 5-0 after 3.5. We're midway through the game here on AlbertLeeLive.com.
I've got a suggestion for a place to eat that has culinary masterpieces. Cento in downtown Albert Lea. Wood-fired pizzas, fresh salads, rich pastas, and indulgent desserts. They all come together for a meal everyone will love. And if you're craving something sweet, they just added gelato. The cafe up front is open until 3 daily. Cento offers weekly specials. They've got a full catering service for you. Dine in or carry out at Cento. Open Monday through Saturday at 201 South Broadway Avenue, downtown Albert Lea.
2 hits for Northfield in the game, but Preston Smith has been really good. 3 strikeouts through his 4 innings of work, and he's got 3 putouts. 3 hit right back to him, and he has made the play each time, so he's doing it. He's not batting, but he's giving it his all on D, and so far 4 flyouts, 4 groundouts, 1 caught stealing, and 3 strikeouts. He did hit a batter, but just the 2 hits, and he's got a shutout going. 5-0 as we go to the bottom of the 4th. Albert Lea will be batting the top of the order here. Gilliam, Hauser, and Olvey. Against, is this a new pitcher? I think it is. What's his number? 18? No, it's still Roiger out there. Starting his 4th inning of work. He's got 5 runs on 5 hits, given up. Walked 1, hit 1, struck out 1. 3 ground ball outs. 1 was a double play, and the other 2 are fly outs. And here's Gilliam, leadoff batter, leading off the 3rd as he did the 1st. He had a double to lead off the 1st inning. Let's see if we do that again. Flew out to center the 2nd time up in the 1st inning as they batted 10 and scored 4 in that 1st inning. So 1 for 2 today. As Bryson's up to 257 average. This is foul territory and playable, but they can't get to it, and that's a foul. Strike 1. See, Bryson, nickname would be Bryce or Gilly, I would think. But I don't know. Haven't talked to him, so. Strike 1 to him. That's up high and outside to the lefty. 1-1 to Gilliam. Leads the team in steals with 11. Leads the team in walks with 14. 3 more than anybody else in walks. So very patient at the plate. 2-2 count now to him. Leading off here in the 4th. Takes that one, and it's strike 3. So 1 up, 1 down here in Fourth, 2 strikeouts for Rueger now as he faces Hauser, who singled and scored and walked and scored. Hauser with a 4.09 average coming in. And 1 for 1 so far with a walk, 2 runs scored. He's got a stolen base as well. No, that's, I'm sorry, that was Ulvy's. Casey's stolen base, not Ethan. As he check swings but doesn't go, and it's 2-0. Bottom of the fourth, 1 out, nobody on here. Albert Lee up 5-0 and batting. Ethan lets that one go, and it's first strike against him here. Four in the first, 1 in the second, and goose eggs everywhere else on their scoreboard as the 2-1 comes in tight, but he must have grazed his shirt as he will take first and the second hit batter for Rueger. Puts a runner on with 1 out, and Casey Elvy's coming up. He reached on a fielder's choice and scored, and then got hit by a pitch, stole a base, and got stranded at third. Casey with a fine season going, 300 average, and the runner is safe. Hauser gets a steal. Second steal for the good guys today as Casey had one in the second inning, and Hauser gets one there. Runner in scoring position, and 1 out. 0-1 to Casey, and he blasts one to left. That is going to go a long way. It's over his head, and he gets it on a hop, though, and that saves the run as he throws it in. But a double for Casey over the head of the left fielder. 6th hit of the game for Albert Lee, and now it's second and third as Hauser's at third, Ulvy at second, and here comes Graham Goskeson, who struck out and then singled and scored in the first. That was odd. He was running away from the infield and the left fielder there, and it bounced once, and he picked it up before it could get any farther and roll to the fence, because that's where that one was headed. Strike called to Graham. 2 in scoring position for Graham. He's got 7 RBIs, and he's only 1 off the team lead. And this one he sends in the air. This could score a run if they tag. It's going to the center fielder who's got it. He's got to turn and set, and that'll be plenty of time for Hauser to score. And that does put Goskeson in a 3-way tie for the lead in RBIs on the team. With a sac fly to center. Second out. And now Drew Ulvy, who had an RBI, reached on an error. 2 RBIs in the game, reached on an error and grounded out. So he's 0 for 2, but 2 RBIs. And a runner at second with 2 down. It's a Casey Ulvy out there, his brother. At second base, and first pitch is ball 1. So a run in makes it 6-0. Albert Lee here, bottom of the fourth. 2 down, runner at second. Ulvy, RBIs in his first 2 at-bats. Might as well get another one here. As Drew is at 8. Hauser is at 8. And Casey Ulvy is at 8 RBIs. A log jam at the top in ribbies. 2-1 to Drew. He can take the lead here with a base hit. Could score, his brother. 2-1 on the way, and that's outside 3-1. Need her on deck should Drew get on. All Albert Lee so far, 6-0. Smith dominating on the mound, and the bats are working, and this one's skied infield. First baseman grabs it, and the inning is over, but they get another run and make it 6-0 after 4 on AlbertLeeLive.com.
I've got a suggestion for a place to eat that has culinary masterpieces. Cento in downtown Albert Lea. Wood-fired pizzas, fresh salads, rich pastas, and indulgent desserts. They all come together for a meal everyone will love. And if you're craving something sweet, they just added gelato. The cafe up front is open until 3 daily. Cento offers weekly specials. They've got a full catering service for you. Dine in or carry out at Cento. Open Monday through Saturday at 201 South Broadway Avenue, downtown Albert Lea.
Back here at 6-0 after 4. And coming to bat in the 5th inning here as time's running out for Northfield. Although even if they lose, they'll play tomorrow at 11 against Owatonna again. They beat them 7-2 earlier, game before this one. The winner here plays at 1:30 tomorrow in the championship of the pod, the 4-team pod. And if we do win and win tomorrow, we will play next weekend here against another 3 opponents, the winners of each of the 4 pods in the 16 teams district. And so that'll be interesting here again. We'll just do it all over next weekend. And then if they advance out of that, I think the top 2 out of that one go to state tournament in Austin the following week. And we'll have those games for you. I'm still not sure. I think it would be at Riverland, but I can't be sure. It might be at the other ballpark there. As a start here with the 7-8-9 hitter, Sam Steer. Struck out his first time up, and he grounds to Sternhagen. A little bobble, but he gets it across to Jensen, and then a 1 up, 1 down on 1 pitch. First put out, well, second put out because he grabbed that liner, but Sternhagen has been solid defensively and offensively today. He's really been one of the stars today for this club. That's 5 ground outs. And another first pitch hitting, and this time base hit right under Jensen's glove as he roamed to his right to try and get that one. But the third hit of the game now for Northfield was Elliot Hoffman, the DH lefty. Goes left side and gets a base hit. He was out 3 unassisted his first time up, so he hit that one to first as well. Here's the 9-hitter, Will Hessian. Flew out to left his first time up. Takes ball 1 here. 1 on, 1 out. 6 runs down in the 5th for Northfield. And the pitch is low. Ball 2, 2-0. They got a deep bench. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 guys on the Northfield bench. Albert Lea has 4. So far, nobody's been used, but here's the pitch, and a strike is called. 2-1 to Will Hessian. Shortstop. Back-to-back lefties at the bottom of the order, Hoffman and Hessian. Sanford also a lefty, the 6-hitter, and the 1-hitter, Miles Kennelly. So they got 4 lefties in the lineup today. That's low. 3-1 to Will. Mentioned he's 0 for 1. He popped out to Gilliam and left. Opposite field fly ball in the 3rd inning. Grounds 1 to the right side. That gets through past Hauser and back-to-back base hits. First and second and 1 out. Top of the order, Miles Kennelly. Another lefty. Grounded back to Smith in the mound and then flew out to center in his 2 previous at-bats. He's a good player. He's a good basketball player, too. Miles, remember doing games there. This is fouled back and out of play. Strike 1 to Kennelly. Well, Preston is going the distance so far. His 5th inning of work. He's only given up 3 hits, no runs. Struck out 3. Hit a batter. 5 ground outs, 4 flyouts, and a caught stealing. Low, ball 2, ball 1, 1-1 to Miles, and there's 1 out, 2 on here. That is also to the right side. Played by Hauser, but not in time to get anybody out. Now the bases are loaded. That's an infield single. Well, he couldn't throw it to first because Jensen moved to his right to try and play it. It went past him, and Hauser had to field it, but nobody at first to get the out. So an infield single for Kennelly, and that's 3 hits this inning. And out comes Rich Yost in the infield here with the bases loaded and 1 out. You got Hoffman at third, Eschian at second, Kennelly at first, and Braden Van Sickle, that thorn in their side, coming up. Had 3 hits in their first game a few weeks back, and now he's got 2 for 2 day going. It's all singles, but he is the Dickens. You can't get him out. I don't think they're taking Preston out of the game. They're just kind of discussing things here before it gets out of hand. They got a 6-0 lead. And Rich is just giving them a pep talk and walks off. 4 in the first, 1 in the second, 1 in the fourth, and all goose eggs for Northfield. So far, I mean, the bases are loaded with 1 out here in the fifth. See what kind of damage they can do, or if the defense can get out of this one. Strikeout would be very useful, but this Van Sickle guy is tough. The right fielder, way inside. Ball 1. It's a way to hyperextend a knee. Runners get their leads. Smith not even looking at him. Deals. Strike 1 call. 1-1. Everybody gets their lead. Preston rocks and fires. He's not even looking at the base runners anymore. He's got a strike called again. 1-2. Trying to get his 4th K. If he can do that, well, even if it's hit, it's a ground ball, it's a force anywhere. Probably go home to cut off the run and preserve the shutout, but that is fouled. And it'll stay 1-2. See if he can blow one past him here and get the second out, and then it's a force out anywhere for the third out. The 1-2 on the way. It's played too short. They go to second. It gets thrown away. It was on the hand side of Hauser, and 2 runs score to make it 6-2. It's Hoffman and Hessian both come in. And that's a E6. And Van Sickle is on at first. He's on again. That dude gets on base. And at second base is Kennelly. First and second now with 1 out. 2 in. And a foul ball off and out of play to the right. Strike 1 to Holmes. He's got a strikeout and a hit by pitch today. Tyler, the right-handed batting first baseman. He does not have high socks like Cooper Rassler. Nobody does. Cooper's the only one on both teams. He's got the high socks. Stylish. Hauser at second. Gets it over to Jensen at first, and that's the second out. And the runners advance to third and second. 2 down here, and that brings up Colton Morrow, who has bounced back to Smith on the mound and then struck out. 2 in scoring position, though, and it's going to short. And Drew will get it across to Jensen in time for the out. The run does not score, and it is a 2-run inning for Northfield, but we are through 4.5, and it is 6-2 Albert Lee. And the 447 crew bats are coming up after a break on AlbertLeeLive.com.
Stay up to date on Tiger activities by following Albert Lee Live on social media. See what's on tap for the week and check out daily game day graphics to always know what's happening. You'll also get fast updates of game postponements and cancellations. Like and share our posts to keep others updated, and leave a comment with any questions for quick answers. Follow us at Albert Lee Live on Facebook, Instagram, and X, and catch all the action on AlbertLeeLive.com.
You have a brand new house. The construction has left a giant mess of dust and dirt. Call Service Master by Hyatt today. 877-945-0993.
The man, the yellow van, call Service Master.
Well, Smith got out of that one, just giving up the 2 runs, and he has given up 6 hits, struck out 3, hit 1. He's got a caught stealing, 7 ground outs, 4 flyouts, and his 3 strikeouts for his 15 outs. And he has cruised through 5 here. Now he's got a 4-run lead, and as he go to the bottom of the 5th. And it's going to be Albert Lee's Nate Herr, Cooper Rassler, and Aiden Jensen. Herr with an RBI single in the first, and then flew out to center in the second. Leads the team in batting average, second in runs scored. First in doubles, he got 8. Next closest is Drew Olvey with 5 doubles. No triples or home runs for this team this year, but you can do it without power. They are station to station, and they do it well. They seem to get hits in bunches. And Nate Herr, 1 strikeout in 35, 36, 37 at bats. 1 strikeout. That's incredible. As he swings and misses. Now watch him strike out here, but I'm sorry, I don't want to jinx him, but I got to say the stats, and it's incredible. Strike 1. As Royger continues to work his 5th inning of on the hill here. That is a high fly to the gap in center field and center left, and the center fielder makes the catch. 2 F8s for her and the RBI single. 4th flyout for Albert Lee hitters. As Cooper Rassler, the 7 hitter, up second this inning. He walked his last time up, and he had a sac fly RBI in the first. And a strike called to Cooper. So he's 0 for 1. Well, it's a sac fly, so it's not a. He doesn't even have an official at bat yet. He's batting .358. He swings and barely got that one, but straight back. So 0-2. Rassler playing out in right today. Catcher for this morning. And all-around guy, that one misses. It's 1-2 to Rassler. The High Sox give him away. That used to be all the rage, but he's the only one in this game doing that. Here's a slow roller to short. He's got some speed. Oh, he just barely got beat. 2 up, 2 down. And that brings up Aiden Jensen, who has walked and reached on a fielder's choice. That's an interesting bug. That just plopped right in front of me on my score sheet. And got kicked off. Well, flicked off with a finger off the press box and out the window. 2 down, nobody on here in the 5th. 6-2 lead for Albert Lee. Swing and a miss by Jensen for strike 1. Jensen only 5 strikeouts and 27 at bats coming in. He's, he does not have, well, he's 0 for 1. One and 1 is the count. Roger delivers. No, 2-1. Northfield running out of time. They did get 2 in the top of the 5th, but still down 4 and down to their last 6 outs. Roger delivers outside. 3-1. Let's get a little 2-out rally going here and get some insurance runs. What do you say, 447 crew? Jensen with a 3-1 count. And that one is a strike called. So we got a full count coming up. 2 down, nobody on. Jensen playing a steady first base over there in both of these games. And that's outside for a walk, a 2-out walk. That'll be walk number 2 from Royger today. And 9-hitter, scrappy dog, Drake Sternhagen. He had an RBI single in the first and then hit into a double play in the third. Runner on with 2 down here, bottom of 5. Scheduled for 7. Takes the first pitch high and outside for a ball. Throw to first. Ooh, Cooper actually might have been leaning the wrong way there. That's Aiden, I guess. Aiden Jensen after the walk, but he got back in safely. Sun is shining again. Some shadows. That was headed right towards Drake, and he kind of ducked. But a breaking pitch that broke over the plate for a strike. 1-1. Some shade here and there. Home plate for 1, and that's a check swing and ball 2. 2-1. Drake at 350 coming in, and he has the base hit. He 1 for 2, so that average goes up a little bit with a 500 average here today, or in this game. 4 hits on the day, and a strike is called there. 2-2 as he held up on that one, but the ump calls it a strike, and the crowd murmurs. And by crowd, I mean Scrappy Dog's family. It's 2-2 with 2 outs. And a ground ball to the shortstop, who is going to go all the way to first. An easy way to have been second, but he goes to first and gets Sternhagen with the out. So that's the third, and they strand 1. And no insurance runs there in the 5th. 6-2 after 5. 6 outs away from advancing to the championship tomorrow at 1:30. This scrappy team here, 447 crew, I like to call them, as we go to the 6th on AlbertlyLive.com.
Hi, this is Adam, your local business owner at GT Window and Door right here in Albert Lea. Start the new year with a fresh look for your home. At GT Window and Door, we specialize in high-quality windows and door replacements that enhance comfort, style, and energy efficiency. With financing options available, including interest-free plans for up to 18 months, it's never been easier to upgrade your home. Visit us online at gtwindowanddoor.com to schedule your free estimate today. Let's make 2025 the year you fall in love with your home all over again.
You have a brand new house. The construction has left a giant mess of dust and dirt. Call Service Master by Hyatt today. 877-945-0993.
The man in the yellow van, call Service Master.
As we go to the 6th now, 6-2. Good guys. 6 outs away from advancing to the championship tomorrow at 1:30. The loser of this game plays Owatonna at 11 tomorrow here at Highfield. The winner of that game will play the winner of this game at 1:30 and have to beat the winner of this game twice. And so far, it looks like Albert Lea, but still time to go. And it's Trevor Volkert, catcher, Tyler Why do I call him Tyler every time? Taylor Sanford, the left fielder, and Sam Steer, the third baseman. Here, the 5, 6, 7 hitters. And Volkert fouls one off. He had a single and knocked one back to the pitcher at a 1-3 putout, so 1 for 2. Smith going the distance so far, gets a strike called there, and it's 0-2 to the leadoff batter here in the 6th. For VFW 4393 out of Northfield. That's low. 1-2. Smith with 2 runs on 6 hits. He struck out 3, hit 1. Caught 1 stealing, he and Casey Olvey. 7 ground ball outs, 4 flyouts. And the sun is right in Preston's face as he delivers 1-2. 2-2 as he misses there. Trevor, Taylor, and Sam for Northfield here. Down 4 as we get to the top of the 6th. That's a weak grounder, left side foul. Before Sternhagen could get there, it went foul. It was fair for 3/4 of the way down the baseline, but By the time Scrappy Dog got it, it was foul. And it's 2-2. Again. Outfield playing fairly shallow here. Straight away. Infield, straight away. With a 2-2 count. Smith hiding the face with the glove and now delivers. And that is in the gap, and it's going to go a ways. Gets between Gilliam and Goskuson, and, well, could have been a stand-up double, but he did slide at the end there. So Wilkert doubles to start the 6th, and that's the 7th hit. And I don't know how long they'll let Preston go here if he gets hit around this inning, but still has a 4-run cushion. And Taylor Sanford lined out to third and flew out to left. He's a left-handed batter, and both times he went opposite field here today for an 0-for-2 day. Smith jams him inside, and that one goes off the catcher's helmet into the backstop for a strike. And that is, again, the left side. That's out of play. Sternhagen goes over and checks it out. Can't quite get to it. 0-2. With a man on second. Nobody out. 0-2 to Sanford. See if Preston can strike him out. On 3 pitches. No, it's going to be out of play this time. Still, he'll have another chance. Ooh, it's a little closer for Scrappy Dog over there on the foul area down the third baseline, but still couldn't get to it. And we'll do 0-2 again with Sam Steer on deck. Preston gets a look at the runner at second and delivers. Outside and low. 1-2. They've been first pitch swinging quite a bit, this Northfield club. They're probably just figuring he's throwing fastballs and find one you like, swing at it. Has not worked real well for them, but we do have a pretty good defense. As that again, the lefty keeps hitting it to the left side. Even all his foul balls have been to the left side. 2 outs have been to the left side. And I don't think it's because Smith has been pitching him away. He's been jamming him inside like that one. 2-2 is the count. He's over 2 on 4 pitches before, and now he's seen 6 or 7 here in this at-bat. This time he pops one straight up, and Preston looks like he has a beat on it, but he's got to do it over his head, and he missed it. Can't call it an error because he didn't touch it, but it's an infield hit, and that's a double and a single, so first and second and nobody out for Sam Steer, who has struck out and grounded out to third. 0-for-2 for Sam. And he's only seen 5 pitches in his 2 at-bats. That one is on the outside corner, but too far outside for ball 1, says the ump. What the heck was that? Sounds like somebody playing the drums out there. Knocking at the window. Come in. It's outside 2-0 to Steer. Preston, with the sun in his eyes, delivers. That is 3-0 to the 7-hitter, Sam Steer, who's 0-for-2. But Preston can't get it across to him or entice him to swing at it just off the plate. Hasn't been wild or anything, just that is a strike called. And it's 3 balls and 1 strike. Nobody out and runners at first and second. They scored 2 last inning. So they're creeping back into this thing as time runs out here, but still 6 outs left. Oh, a strike called. He was on his way to first, was Sam, but got to step back in here with a full count now. Yeah, one is too far outside, and that is a walk. The first walk given up by Preston Smith. He did hit a batter before, but first walk, and now it's bases full again. And Elliot Hoffman, the 8-hitter, the DH, out on a grounder to first, 3 unassisted, and then he had a single and scored in the 5th. Scored their first run last inning as they batted 7. A little conversation between Ulvey and his pitcher Smith before pitching to Hoffman here with the bases loaded. Volkert at third, Sanford at second. Steer is on at first, and it's a 1-0 count now to Hoffman. Left-handed hitting DH. Any base is a force out. So ground ball, I'm pretty sure they would come home and cut off the run. It's 1-1 now to Hoffman, unless it's like right to the bag and you're on your way to it. You can step on it and then throw home and maybe get a double play. It's force outs everywhere, so you don't have to tag anybody. 1-2. Smith hiding the face, now ready to go. It's in the air. Shortstop says he can't get to it. Drew just over his glove. He's going to try and get the guy at third, and they do get him there, but the run scores. So it's a sacrifice fly RBI for Hoffman. And it's 6-3. They've cut the lead in half. 1 out. And Will Hessian, the 9-hitter, he's flown out to left and then singled and scored last inning. 5 flyouts off of Preston Smith, and he starts Hessian with a ball. 1-0. 1 down, still first and second. As Volkert scored to make it 6-3. This one gets away from Casey, and they advance on the wild pitch. Sanford to third and Steer to second on the wild pitch. And now 2 more in scoring position, and they're down 3. Tying run is at the plate here with 1 out in the 6th. Got to get some outs here, boys. The pitch is low. Ball 3 actually, 3-0. And if Preston walks him, there might be it for him on the hill as he delivers. Strike 1. 3-1. I don't know if they have anybody warming up. Probably did already. 3-1 is another called strike. 3-2. One down, second and third. 1 run in, a 6-3 lead for Albert Lee. And Preston trying to fight back. He walked him. And that's 2 walks over the last 3 batters. And it's bases loaded again, and here comes Rich Yost to take him out and to switch pitchers. So we'll take a quick break. One of the longer ones we got here, and be back with a 6-3 game here in the 6th. It's getting tense on AlbertLeeLive.com.
Albert Lee Live is here, Southern Minnesota. We have top quality audio and video play-by-play online of more Albert Lee Tiger games and events than anyone else. But we also provide opportunities for Albert Lee area youth to experience our businesses. Students can be paid to be on the air with us or showcase their graphic art skills by creating social media posts or run the cameras for our events. So if you or someone you know might be interested in broadcasting the Tiger teams by joining our team, email us from the AlbertLeeLive.com page or call or text J. Paul at 507-402-1600.
Comprehensive Wealth Solutions is here to help you make informed decisions about your financial future. CWS can provide you with a wealth strategy that aligns with your vision and values. Visit CWSFBO.com. CWS, providing big-time advice the small-town way.
Nate Herr comes on to take over for Preston, and the lefty pitched an inning earlier today and gave up a couple of hits and a run. But he is on again, and Smith goes 5 1/3. Gives up 3 runs on 7 hits, 3 strikeouts, 2 walks, 1 hit batter, 7 ground ball outs, 5 flyouts, and a caught stealing for Preston. Actually, that's more Casey Elvey, but Preston's part of that battery. Nate Herr has a different look for these batters off the port side here, and he's going to face the top of the order with the bases loaded again. You got Sanford at third, Steer at second, and Hessian at first. There's 1 out, so quite a jam for Nate to be in, but he looks good. He's getting across here in the warm-ups. And since he only went 1 inning earlier, he should have plenty left here to finish the game if he can. He's got a game tomorrow, maybe one Monday, and then you get a week off. So he says he's ready, I think, with 1 more. Maybe not. He'll have Miles Kennelly coming up. He singled his last time up, flew out to center his second time up, and his first time up, he hit one right back to Preston Smith. So he's 1 for 2. He's got the bases loaded and 1 out. Force at any base on a ground ball here, and the corners are in on the grass a little bit. Defensively for Albert Lee, as the go-ahead run now is at the plate for Northfield. Herr delivers outside and scoots away from Casey, but not far enough for anybody to advance. It's ball 1 to Kennelly. 6th man up this inning for Northfield. They batted 7 last inning. They're making a good comeback here. Cut the lead in half from 6-0 to 6-3 over the last couple innings. Or inning and a third, really. And that one is outside 2-0. I don't think Casey thought he caught that because he immediately turned around like it went past him, but it was in the web of his glove. And a strike called, 2-1. Well, I mean, if you're the catcher and you don't think you caught it, you better look for it because it's bases loaded and somebody's going to score. But it turned out all right for him. 2-1. Herr rocks and fires. Up high and outside, and it's 3-1. Nowhere to put him. Just throw it across, buddy. Got a defense plan for you. They do a good job. And he walked him. Walks in a run. As they make it 6-4. And that run charged to Smith. 4 runs against him and all earned. And here's the guy that gets on every time, Van Sickle, right fielder. 2 singles and reached on an error. Had 3 or 4 hits the game before against Albert Lee. They beat us 7-3. This one's fouled back straight and out of play. 0-2 though. So Nate will be the one to get him. 0-2. Bases loaded, 6-4. That lead has evaporated as they're down to their last 5 outs, but making a great comeback attempt here. And it is ripped to almost caught by Dolby at short. And the run will score. Everybody goes up a base, and it's 6-5. It's a base hit for Van Sickle. He is tough, man. RBI, base hit. 3rd hit of the game for him. He had 3 hits in the last game against us. Just a tough out. As Sanford scored to make it 6-5. Steers at 3rd. Hessian's at 2nd. And Tyler Holes is up. Actually, Van Sickle. Well, they got 3 runs. Yeah, I didn't count that. Okay, so it's Hessian at 3rd. Kennelly at 2nd. Van Sickle at 1st. Holes is up, and he struck out. He got hit by a pitch and out on a grounder to 2nd. And it's 0-2 to him as he fouls that one down the first base side. Still only 1 out. The tying run at 3rd. The go-ahead run at 2nd. 13-7 is not a horrible record, so they have their share of winning too in Northfield. That one misses 1-2. Eighth batter of the inning. Tyler Holtz, the first baseman, he punches that one foul, third base side. So 1-2 again. And the lefty delivers, swing and a miss. He struck him out. It's 2 down. His first strikeout. And now the ninth hitter of the inning is Colton Morrow, the second baseman. He is 0 for 3. A grounder back to the pitcher, grounder to short, and a strikeout. And Casey talking to Nate on the mound. 2 down, bases loaded. 3 runs in here, 2 last innings, so they have made it very close and very tense here in the top of the 6th. Morrow 0 for 3. Steps in a prime spot here to give his team the lead with a base hit. He skies one, playable, shallow, center. Goskuson's got it. And they leave the bases full, but score 3 more to make it 6-5. Whew, bottom of the 6th coming up. The 4-4-7 bats need some runs here to get a little more distance between them and the other guys here on AlbertLeeLive.com.
Mr. Sandless in Albert Lea refinishes any kind of floors without sanding. Guaranteed adhesion, guaranteed satisfaction, best warranty in the business. Outdoors, they'll refinish decks, fences, furniture, concrete, and more. Any type of floor indoors like tile, slate, laminates, concrete, asphalt, ceramic, and more. Call local Mr. Sandless, Troy Irvine at 507-391-9100 or check him out online, MrSandless.com.
So it's bottom of the 6th. Albert Lea up 1. And coming up the bat with the top of the order here, Gilliam, Hauser, and Olvey due up. Casey. Whew, this is, I like to bet on one of 6-0. But 2 in the 5th and 3 in the 3rd for this scrappy Northfield club with 13 wins on the season. And it is quite a ball game. And still out there is Reed Ruiger. He's starting his 6th inning of work. He's given up 6 runs on 6 hits, I believe. That's what I've got anyway. There's a double. 2 doubles. And 3 singles. 5 hits. Yeah, I think it's only 5 hits. 5. Reed, as the umpires confer here. And Gilliam ready to go for his 4th at bat of the game. He's got a double, a fly out to center, and a strikeout. Long confab. I don't know if it's with replacements or what's going on, but we're looking at his scorecard, rosters, and trying to keep things straight here as Rich is going to bring in a pinch hitter. Looks like second up. Preston will bat for Hauser. Looks like. Gilliam will bat here for himself, so 4th time up for 1 hit. And we need some base runners here. We got a 1-run lead and 3 outs away from winning, but sure would be a lot of easier breathing if they can get a run or 2 here in the 6th and make Northfield work that much harder for it. But ball 1 to Gilliam. And a swing and a miss. As Preston was being hit for by Nate Herr, the DH. So hasn't batted. He's going to slot in the second base area. He probably will go to short. Well, we'll see. He plays short a lot. It's 2-1. Let's get the Gilliam at back going here. 2-1. Low, 3-1. Ruger up there in pitches. He gave up 4 runs in that first inning and threw a lot of pitches to 10 batters. At a 1-2-3 third, but other than that, he's struggled at times, and there's a walk to start the 6th. It's his 3rd base on balls. He's hit 2 batters, walked 3, struck out 2. And here comes Preston Smith in the Hauser spot. And Hauser goes, got a base hit and a run. He scored 3 runs today in this game. Ethan with a single, a walk, and a hit by pitch. Also had a steal. 3 runs. So Smith, they throw over to first. Back safely is Bryson, who has a team leading 11 steals. I wouldn't be surprised if he goes here with nobody out. 6th. Try and get in scoring position. That's high, ball 1 to Preston. I don't even know if Gilliam's ever been thrown out. Probably 11 for 11 steals. He's got some speed to him. This is a flare caught by the second baseman for 1 out. It was kind of a snow cone catch there by the second baseman, but he got it. On a liner to second. And 6 flyouts, 6 ground outs, including a double play. 2 strikeouts. 1 down here in the 6th with Gilliam at first and Casey Olvey at the plate. Takes strike 1. Casey with a double. Reached on a fielder's choice and scored, and then he was hit by a pitch. Got a steal and a run scored with his double. And that one way inside, and on to second goes Gilliam on the wild pitch. So he's in scoring position. And a 1-1 count to Casey. He's at the top of the RBI list for the team with Hauser and Goskeson at 8. But he can get his 9th here and take the lead back. If he can get a base hit, that's a breaking pitch. That's strike 2. Nice curve. 1-2, 1 out, runner at second. Up 1, bottom of the 6th. And Northfield on a roll here with 5 runs in the last 2 innings. That's a rip down the third baseline foul. He's aiming for the coach there, Rich. And flinch a little bit. A ball and 2 strikes again to Casey. We need to defog this press box or something. That's a strikeout. Swing and a miss there for Casey, and that's 2 down. 3rd strikeout for Ruger, and that brings up Graham Goskeson. He had a single and a run scored in the 1st, struck out in the 3rd, or actually the 2nd, and then in the 4th he had a sac fly RBI. Goskeson, that tied him with Hauser and Casey for the lead in RBIs on the team with 8 this season. Strike 1 to him, 2 down, runner at second. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Graham, 3 strikeouts in his 22, 23, 24 at bats. 4 strikeouts because he has 1 today. And he grounds 1 to second. It's a slow grounder. He's going to make it close, but they got him at first on a 4-3 putout. So we go to the last 3 outs here with a 1-run lead. At least we have last at bats if they do take the lead here. But through 5.5, through 6 complete. 6 complete. It's 6-5 Albert Lee. To the 7th we go on AlbertLeeLive.com.
Hi, this is Adam, your local business owner at GT Window and Door right here in Albert Lee. Start the new year with a fresh look for your home. At GT Window and Door, we specialize in high-quality windows and door replacements that enhance comfort, style, and energy efficiency. With financing options available, including interest-free plans for up to 18 months, it's never been easier to upgrade your home. Visit us online at gtwindowanddoor.com to schedule your free estimate today. Let's make 2025 the year you fall in love with your home all over again.
You have a brand new house. The construction has left a giant mess of dust and dirt. Call Service Master by Ayat today. 877-945-0993.
The man, the yellow van, called Service Master.
And Nate Herr is out there, came in last inning and got the last 2 outs. And will pitch the 7th here to the 5, 6, 7 hitters. Trevor Volkert, Taylor Sanford, and Sam Steer. And Volkert has 2 hits, a single and a double. Also a comebacker to Smith on a 1-3 putout, so 2 for 3. Sanford is a single with 2 air outs, and Steer a walk, a strikeout, and a ground out. So they haven't been real productive, but 3 runs scored between the 3. And they just need 1 to tie, 2 to take the lead here. And they have come back big here in the 5th and 6th. 2 in the 5th, 3 in the 6th. We had 4 in the 1st, 1 in the 2nd, and 1 in the 4th to get that 6-0 lead. But that is gone. 6-5 now. And Nate Herr can close them out. He had 1 strikeout last inning, 1 of his 2 outs. The other was a fly out to center. Volkert 2 for 3 with a double and a single and a run scored today against Smith. The catcher swings and misses. I might have got a piece of that, but into the glove of Casey, and strike 1. 3 outs from advancing to the Pod Championship tomorrow at 1:30 is Albert Lee here. And that's a single to left. Cut off by Gilliam, and it holds him to a single. A leadoff hit. Sam Steer is up. He walked, struck out, and grounded out, but did score a run. And they're going to get a pinch hitter here for him. This is number 9? I don't see a number 9. It's Taylor Sanford. And he was supposed to be just up. Oh, no. This is Taylor Sanford. I just wrote it down wrong. Volkert got the walk, or the base hit there. And this is Sanford with a base hit and 2 flyouts. 1-0 to him as a little bit of repair on a leg guard there for Casey. As Volkert gets his lead, and a bunt. As Sternhagen was all over that one, he throws him out at first, but they get the tying run to second with 1 out. And that brings up Sam Steer. Struck out, walked, scored, and grounded out to third. 1 down. Tying run is at second. Top of the 7th. Strike called to Steer. If it goes to the left side, you want to try and juke the base runner. Maybe you can get him picked off, but you want to also leave time to throw out, make the out at first if you can't. Swing and a miss, or better yet, Herr can strike him out here. It's 0-2. And 1 out, 2 outs from a win here. Tension in the 7th. 6-5, Albert Lee. Herr checks the runner at second. And the 0-2 is hit to left. Gilliam's got it. In the sun, he makes the catch for the second out. We're 1 out away. Runner stays at second. And Elliot Hoffman coming up. He was out 3 unassisted on a grounder to first. Then he singled and scored, and then had a sac fly RBI in the last inning. So Hoffman is lefty DH. 2 down. Tying run at second. And the final out needed before that run scores to advance to the championship tomorrow. And that's a strike called, down to the last 2 strikes. Hoffman, the 8-hitter in their lineup. No pinch hit for him as he strikes fouls one at the plate. So a big 0-2 hole here down to their last strike. All he needs is a base hit to tie it, basically. It could tie it, but all her needs here is a swing and a miss, or a ground ball that is easily played, or a pop out that's easily played. Checks the runner. The 0-2 is on the way. Ooh, just missed. How do you not swing at that? That's so close. I mean, in my day out, I swung at it. Just try and foul it off or something because it's just so close. You don't know what the ump's going to do, and you hate to lose it on that. Close call. But he worked out for him, and now that's outside. So 0-2 becomes 2-2 with 2 outs and a runner at second. That's the tying run. Top of the 7th, down to their last strike. Here's Herr's pitch. It's on the ground to first. Jensen scoops and makes the winning play to end it and send Albert Lee to the championship tomorrow at 1:30. As Northfield will play Owatonna tomorrow for the second time. They beat them earlier 7-2 today, but they'll play them tomorrow at 11 a.m. And the winner of that game will have to beat Albert Lee twice at 1:30 tomorrow, and then also at 5 on Monday if needed. But Albert Lee just needs to win one of those. And another 3 unassisted, a couple of those for Aiden Jensen today over at first base. He does play a very good first. Let's take the Service Master by Ayat break, cleanup break, and wrap things up here from Hike Field on AlbertLeeLive.com.
Stay up to date on Tiger activities by following Albert Lee Live on social media. See what's on tap for the week and check out daily game day graphics to always know what's happening. You'll also get fast updates of game postponements and cancellations. Like and share our posts to keep others updated, and leave a comment with any questions for quick answers. Follow us at Albert Lee Live on Facebook, Instagram, and X, and catch all the action on AlbertLeeLive.com.
You have a brand new house. The construction has left a giant mess of dust and dirt. Call Service Master by Ayat today, 877-945-0993.
The man in the yellow van called Service Master.
15-2. This 447 crew is getting it done, avenging the 7-2 loss or 7-3 loss earlier this season here against Northfield by beating them in a close one. It was a nail-biter, 6-5. They had a 6-0 lead with 4 big runs in that first inning, and they were cruising along until Northfield came back really nicely there in the 5th and 6th, scoring 2 in the 5th, 3 in the 6th to really snug it up there to a 1-run lead. And Albert Lee hangs on with Nate Herr relieving Preston Smith, who went 5 1/3. And between them, they had 4 strikeouts, but 3 walks and a hit batter, and they almost came all the way back, Northfield, but boy, I'll tell you what, that Brandon Van Sickle is quite a player. He had 3 hits in both games against Albert Lee. He's just been a thorn in their side. But he got enough to get it done with 4 in the first, 1 in the second, and 1 in the 4th. That was that precious 6th run. Scored on a sac fly RBI by Graham Goskeson that scored Ethan Hauser in the 4th inning. That was the winning run, it turns out. And a double for Gilliam, so an extra base hit there. Also, Hauser had a hit. Olvey had a double, another extra base hit. Goskeson with a single. Olvey had an RBI. Nate Herr had an RBI single. Cooper Rassler had a sac fly RBI. Aiden Jensen walked twice. And Derek Sternhagen, he did hit into a double play. He was 1 for 3 tonight, but he had 3 hits in the earlier game, and Scrappy Dog has an RBI here in this game too, so he is up to 5 RBIs on the season. And he does it from the 9 spot, so that's pretty impressive. As they got her done, and they will play at 1:30 tomorrow. 11 o'clock for the Owatonna Northfield game. The winner plays Albert Lee, having to beat us twice. If we win at 1:30, we move on to next weekend here for the winners of all 4 pods in the district. And I'll try and get who's what in those overnight here, and we'll be back on the air just before 1:30 with Albert. And if they do lose their game at 1:30, they'll have to play about 5 o'clock on Monday as the final game in this pod. But we'll think positive, and they'll get a win. And hey, man, 15-2, that is something else. As for their troubles, they get to clean the field and sweep the dirt and make sure everything's all smooth. Get a head start on tomorrow. No rain expected, at least tonight. We had 1.5 inches, I think Jay Anderson said, overnight here at the field. But this thing drains so well and played great. There's no mud out there or anything, and the infield was wet, a little bit sticky, but made it through, and does a really good job, Jay, on the grounds here at Hike Field. That's it for today. 2 big wins for the good guys, and the 447 crew is 1 win away from advancing to the next round of the district playoffs here. I'm Jay Paul. Thanks for tuning in. Farron, thanks for your help. Paisley at home, thanks for being a bother.